Hello, my marvellous sausages! I've been looking for something to do in Destiny to take us up to the next episode, and I've decided, and I've really been enjoying actually this. I've been farming the first encounter of the Warlords Ruin Dungeon. Now, the Warlords Ruin Dungeon is here. Look, it can be located on the EDZ. First of all, what's worth knowing about this, it's a pinnacle dungeon all the time. So your first drops from this of a day, you will get a pinnacle drop. Because I'm not very high, I'm 2,000 or whatever it is. I'm not 2,000 rather, and I got a couple of 2,000 drops from doing it. Because it's the brand new dungeon, it'll be pinnacle drops for you, but that's once a day per character. The rest then will drop at power level, really. So that's a good reason to do it. And the second good reason to do it is to get this. It's the Indebted Kindness sidearm, which arguably is the best rocket sidearm in the game, which quite frankly makes it one of the best weapons in the game. You'll be using it so often, it's going to be unbelievable. The call is great as well, and the abhorrent action is great too, but this is the original and my favourite, to be perfectly honest. Now, the role I've decided to come hunting for, the Theory Crafter's favourite role is having Adagio and Beacon rounds with high velocity rounds and linear comp and potato, but the most popular in the community is Volt Shot and Beacon rounds. That's the one I want as well. I find Volt Shot very, very good. They've also stuck in Tactical Mag and also Volatile Launch as well, so that's the one I'm after. Now, I've run it about 10 times and I haven't got it. In fact, I've only had about 2 Indebted Kindnesses out of every out of the 10 completions. So it can be a bit frustrating, so this is not something you might be lucky and get it in one sitting, but it's something that's going to be ongoing for me, yes. Now, I also wanted to change my build up to use something a bit different, and I found a build by somebody called CourageousBoss. I shall leave a link in the description below, and it's a great build for a Warlock. It's a prismatic build, so let me just quickly talk you through it. So we've got a Healing Rift, which I just keep down, and Strafe Glide. Those are kind of irrelevant. The Arcane Needle here is very useful because you're going to hit it with Unravel, okay, and that'll give it a debuff on it, which is nice. That's going to tie into what we've got for our fragments. Storm Grenade doesn't really matter, it just needs to be an Arc Grenade because we're using our Getaway Artist, which is going to change that into a little Arc Buddy. And also then we've got the Bleak Watcher, which means we're going to produce one of these Bleak turrets, what they call the Stasis Turret, every time we absorb our Arc Grenade, so we can have 2 buddies flying around us. And then we've also got Feed the Void, defeat a target with any ability to activate Devour. So once one of these towers buddies kill somebody, it'll proc Devour. So we've got a nice little system going there. Then this is what we've got folding into it. So we've got Radiant as well. So when the powered melee hits against targets, makes you Radiant, which is very useful. That's going to come from our Arcane Needle. We've got then Festive Protection. So while surrounded by combatants, you're more resistant to incoming damage. And while Transcendent, the effect is increased. That's very useful because you're always surrounded by gittage. We've got Festive Dominance. Your Arc Grenades jolt targets and your Void Grenades weaken targets. That's going to be useful for jolting the targets. We've got Courage, which are Arc, Solar, and Void abilities, dealing increased damage to targets afflicted with darkness debuffs. We've got lots of darkness debuffs flying around the place, particularly because once we've got our Freezing Singularity going out, that gives them a suppressing debuff, so it's very, very useful, that one there. And then finally, I've gone for Facet of Devotion. Defeating targets afflicted by Stasis or Strand debuffs grants bonus light transcendent energy. So once you kick them with the Arcane Needle and you've got them to unravel, then you're going to be getting extra energy there for your Transcendence. Moving into weapons, we've got our bold endings here. So this is Stasis. Now, I've just crafted this, and I've used CourageousBoss's idea of having Demolitionist here, because you get your grenade back really, really quickly, which is great, and Headstone as well, which is very, very useful, and of course his primary ammo, so you don't need to worry too much about that. The Choir of One is fantastic in this. Now, I've got the kitted out version here where I've got Onslaught on it, which is very, very good. So it's well worth using this if you've got it. Even if you haven't got Onslaught on it, it's still incredibly useful because I'm using the hip fire to thin out the groups, and then I'm also using the down the sight fire as well to kill people from afar. It doubles up really quickly. When I get released from the cages up above, when I drop down, I tend to switch to this immediately so I can clear out any of the Ravagers that come up, the ones that slam you over the head with this or that, or the ones that shoot you from afar. So the Choir of One is fantastic. And then finally, I've got an Edge Transit because, quite frankly, it's really, really good. It's an adaptive frame, a heavy grenade launcher. It's got Envious Assassin on it, which is useful. Ideally, though, destabilizing rounds I've got in there, but you'd want bait and switch. But sometimes that can be a little bit too much extra to think of when you're in the middle of the battle, particularly for me, anyway. So I've just got any old Edge Transit that I've got here, but it does give decent kick-ins. Be warned, you can blow your face off. I've done that quite a few times. And then I just want to point out a couple of things I've got here on the artifacts. So we've got Shield Crush, we've got Expanding Abyss there. But the real ones I want to talk to you about are the ones here for the auto rifles. They've got Sustained Fire, continuously damaging combatants with an auto rifle, grants you damage resistance. So once you're giving loads of damage with a Choir of One, it gives you lots more damage resistance. Very, very useful. And then the Targeting Autoloader, while you have an auto rifle equipped, defeating combatants reloads your equipped weapon and temporarily increases weapon damage. They're both incredibly useful. Also, Creeping Chill here, so stasis weapon, final blows against slower frozen targets, release a burst that slows. That's very good. And then you've got Winning Hand. This ties in with the bold endings, which is very good. Rapidly defeating combatants, cause the targets to explode, dealing solar damage to nearby combatants. The rest, of course, is entirely up to you what you want to use, but I'd recommend those 1, 2, 3, 4 there. As for armor, my exotic piece is the Getaway Artist, incredibly useful for your arc buddy. So I'm just trying to get my stats up as much as possible. So I've got my resilience up to 75, my discipline up to 102. I'm trying to get my grenades back as quickly as possible to pock my buddies as much as I can. So I've got those there. I couldn't put anything else in anywhere really without wasting it. I've gone for a Stasis Siphon and a Void Siphon because I'm using that quite a lot, and a Heavy Ammo Finder. In my gloves, I've gone for resilience, and they've got a Stasis Reloader and a Void Reloader. We've got Void Resistance and Arc Resistance and Void Resistance down on the chest piece. Here in the leggies, I've gone for Void Scavenger to pick up some more ammo for your Void weapons, which is very useful. And a Void Weapon Surge there as well. And stacks on stacks, picking up an Overpower grants you 1 additional stack of armor charge. That's incredibly useful. Because down here then we've got Time Dilation, so your decaying armor charge has a longer duration. And there's 3 of these in this build to slow down your armor charge decay, so you can use it for your surges as long as possible. Now the gameplay of this particular encounter, it's quite a short encounter really, but I've been doing it at about 4 or 5 DPS phases. Other people can do it in 2. I can't do it in 2. I think after a lot of practice I might be able to get it down to 3. But 3 or 4 is good for me, so that's the first thing. So don't get too stressed if it's taking you 4 or 5. Next, how it actually works. Well, you've got this knob end who walks around in the middle. You shoot him enough times, then he will teleport you up to one of these cages. When you're in one of these cages, you've got a time limit to shoot these blighted eyes that appear around you. You have to shoot 3 of them. Once you shoot all 3 of them, the door will swing open and then you can jump out. If you don't shoot all 3 of them in time, spikes will be rammed up your bum pipe and into your skull and kill you. It can be very frustrating. Keep your eyes open for these things because they seem to be at 3 levels. There's a lower one, a mid one, and a higher one. And if you hit the higher one first or the mid one first, the lower one can drop out of view and kill you. So what I would do is take a scan around, shoot the lowest one you can see first, and then work your way up. If you shoot the highest one first, you might lose sight of that lower one. Do that, believe me, that's a much bigger help than panicking and looking around. Now, once you're back down, you're going to see these 2, what they call totems, appear with like a ring around them. You've got to stand inside the ring, and once it counts down, I think it's 8 seconds or so, there's no actual countdown, but you can see the ball in the center shrinking, and then once you get like an audio cue, it goes ba-doom, you know you've got that totem locked down, and that means you can then DPS the boss. Now, if you manage to get both of those locked down, you get a longer DPS phase on the boss. Generally, I've got to be honest, on my own, I'm only being able to get 1 of these totems down. If I'm lucky, sometimes if they're close together, I can get 2 down. You get about 11, 12 seconds on him then, but if you don't, it's only about 8 seconds, which of course then draws out the encounter. So sometimes they appear closer together, and sometimes you'll see that they overlap. If they overlap, stand in the overlap to get them both down as much as you can, but sometimes you might miss one. They might be on the other side of the arena type thing. So don't stress. As long as you get one, you can get some damage on the git. When you're in these circles, you're going to take a lot of fire from all the gits that are absolutely everywhere. So the first thing I do if possible is I'm going to create my Arc Buddy, which will give me Devour. I will then hit my Transcendence if I've got it, and then I'm going to chuck out some grenades and stuff like that, but hold a couple of the grenades back and the and your melee attack back for the boss damage phase, okay? So once you've got that and the boss damage phase pops up, you'll see the white bar will disappear from the yellow bar. So you'll see he has no shields. Then you want to lay it on him. So first of all, you want to hit him with your powered melee, your arcane needles. That'll unravel him and that'll debuff him. You want to hit him with your grenade then as well. That'll also suppress him. And then you want to hit with your super as hard as you can if you've got it. Sorry, I didn't mention super, and the super I'm using is Nova Bomb Cataclysm because it's the quickest one to get out. This one here is a great super Song of Flame, but it's too long to apply the damage. Do you know what I mean? Particularly if you've only got one damage phase on him. You're not going to have much time, so you want to go splat and get it out as quick as possible. Then you want to switch to your heavy if you've got it, so you want to switch to your edge transit. Be incredibly careful with this. Or if not, switch to your Choir of One and hip fire at the git. Do that until you knock his damage down. Now, sometimes on the first phase, it can be hard. You're trying to get yourself into the rhythm, but believe me, if you follow that kind of gaming loop, so you hit them with the arcane needle, you hit him with a grenade, you've gone transcendent, you've also got your arc buddies out, slam him with your super, and then hit him with your heavy. That's what that Courageous Boss was doing, and he got it down in 2 phases. And I'm not saying I'm going to do that, but that's the way to go. And then it's just rinse and repeat. As far as the ads are concerned, you do get a couple of ones that you have to keep an eye out for. You've got the Tarnished Ravagers, first of all. They're the ones who hit you with those flaming maces, and they're devastating. One hit with those, if you stand in the fire, if you don't realise you're in the fire, they'll kill you straight away. So you want to kill them as quick as possible. I always use my hip fire for my Choir of One to take them out. It's really fast. It gets rid of them massively quickly. And then you got the other ones as well, the other kinds of Ravagers who shoot the grenades at you from a distance. If you can take them out as quickly as possible. You got the Lurkers who run around as well. They've got the shields, but they just serve for fodder to try and get yourself some extra ammo and also to keep your Devour going and things like that. So that's what we need to do. Keep on doing that loop, keep your Transcendence up as much as possible, and just pile on in. So I tried this a lot. I had 2 Indebted Kindnesses, I had lots of armor rather, and I had a couple of bows, and I had the sword as well. But it is a good thing to do, so let me show you my successful run through. I'm talking through it as I'm doing it, because you know I like to do that. This took about 6 goes to do it, because whenever I was talking, I was dying constantly, and it was very frustrating. Anyway, cue me here in the battle. Right, so here we go. Numerous attempts at this morning, but I want to do a talk through as I'm playing, because that's what I normally do. So, let's get him in motion by shooting the git. I'm going to run around into this place here, slap down a Bleak Watcher turret, because then that'll get the gits coming in there. I've got me Arc Soul, because once these guys get a kill, my Arc Soul or whatever, look, there we are, I'm going to get Devour, and the Bleak Watcher as well. Either one of those will proc Devour for me, so, plus I'm going to, oh, that was a waste, but never mind. Right, okay, we've got to get the eyeballs. We've got one blighted eye there, one there, and I think we had one. Oh, here we go now. There it is, lovely, straight there. This is what takes the time, see, because this eats into your time to get these totems ticking down, which is very, very irritating. Yes, never mind. Switch to my Choir of One, pop my doodahs like that. I'm not going to have enough time to get the other one going, I don't think. Once you hear the noise, move on to the next one. 8 seconds, I believe it is, to get one of these going. So there we are. I can't do bugger all. Let's pop my things. Good, there we are. Let's, all I can do is really hit him with this. Not much else. I've got to move. My health is not looking good there. Careful, these idiots don't jump into you. I got my my thingies there, my Transcendence. Yes, that's good. Cop that, get out, cop this. These guys are so irritating. Those guys, right, are the worst. But they get you from such a distance. Like, he's immune already. Dreadful, dreadful, dreadful. But never mind. We want your super. Why was my super popped then? Did I? Oh, I slammed. I tell you what, I bet I did, right? I bet I slammed the raid banner in, and I forgot to rally to it. I do that all the time. It's so annoying. These Tarnished Ravagers are incredibly annoying. Kill them as quick as you can. There's a couple of swift blows from them will send you to the crematorium. Right, okay. We're on our blighted eyes. 1 blighted eye, 2 blighted eyes. Can we see a 3rd one? 3rd eye, there we are. Swing the door open, jump down. Trouble is now Bernard's all the way over there. I'm going to jump down in here. I'm going to pop my Arc Souls. Let's give me my blighted turret, which will kill them in there, look. which is well worth getting, because we're going to get a nice little bit of a devourer. I'm going to change it to my choir of 1. There's one down. The other one, I can't even see it. It's around the corner there, is it? He's going to slap me? No. Sometimes I just can't see where these things are. It's so incredibly annoying. There we go. I've totally buggered this up again. Never mind. Let's get him a bit unraveled, because that will kind of debuff him with the old... see the unraveling doodads there? No point in me doing this, really. He's immune already. Look, good. Yeah, that's fine. I was sensible and kept my super there. Okay, kill him. Come on, somebody drop some bloody ammo for me. I'm gonna pop my blight watchy rangery things there. Yes, there he comes. So next time now we're gonna be able to hit him with Transcendence and also hit him with our super. So we're gonna get both going. So let's see how we go. I'm gonna pop that now. Okay, so we got 1 there, which is quite high. 2, looking for the 3rd one. There we are. See, the lower one there is the one that can escape me and cause lots of trouble. Never mind, eh? Never mind. Let's keep on going. Get to my choir of 1. See, this is the one I really want to be sticking in with it. Is that gone? That's gone. Good. Let's get to this one. Not enough time, I don't think. Not enough time. Hey ho. Never mind. Let's just get the kick-ins going here. Let's gonna get this out as well. No. There we are. Okay, so let's get in with that. Get in with this. Get in with this. And then I'm going to get him with another one of those. Your abilities are very, very handy. Kill these guys here. There we are. One for all there. That was worth it. It's not a bad bit of kick-ins there. Just be careful we don't hit the... there we are. He's immune. Reload. That's fine by me. Okay. Let's go through. Kind of, what's that? 2 damage phases? Yes. Not the greatest. Not fastest. But I never claimed to be. Just the doingest. Yes. I keep on going. Right, we've got some Egypt popping in here. We could do with some secondary ammo here, you know. Sometimes it's quite hard. He's going to send me up. Okay, right. We've got one there. That's what's great. You want to have your arc soul on up here, because it'll target his blighted eyes for you. It's very, very useful. This is very irritating, but what we want to do is go to the one behind the wall, pop our doodads, get a choir of 1 out, because these idiots are still around. See, and you're standing in the fire there as well. It's terrible. I've done that one, which is quite good. That's nice, and I think I'm only going to get 1 done anyway. Pop my Transcendence. Let's chuck him in there. Where is he? I don't even see where he is. Where is he? There he is. He's there, look. Get some bit of that going, yes. Get some of this going. Let's get some of that going. Let's get some of this on him. This is not good. I can tell. Oh, okay. Let's go over into the quiet. Oh, there we are. That's everything done there. Lovely. Let's get the choir of 1 going again. Reload. Kill. He's immune. Where we are, just under half, or just bang on half, actually. Awful. Never mind. Never mind. It can be a bit of a struggle. I've done ones much quicker than this. I want to do one talking through, which doesn't help sometimes. Because this is quite a concentrate-y one. It's very concentrate-y, yes. Let's grab that. Let's go and see if we've got any other ammo we can grab, or any other orbs. They just winked out of existence. Right, I'm going to pop this. And I'm going to get my bold endings out, because that's got demolitionist on it, which will make my grenades fill up quicker when I get precision kills like that. Look, he's walking in here. What a plonker. We got a nice few there for my heavy. Kill as many of these turds as we can. If it's Ravagers coming in here, I have to eat them. There we are. Good, lovely, good. Shove it. Let's pop that again. Come on, bring me up. Are we going to be quite close to super time here? Yes, we're going to have a super by the time we come down next time, which is great. I don't know if we'll have Transcendence, though. Don't think so. Never mind, we're up. Okay, so, Blighted Eye 1. That dropped a heavy then. Where are you? Oh, I hate it. Come on. Where are you? There we are. Slow and steady wins the race. Down we go. Pop the doodah. Good. We're not going to have much chance of the Transcendence here, though. Right, that one's just gone. We've got to find the other one. Where was it? Oh, it's right behind him. Pop the Devour again, because, you know, why the hell not? There we go. Okay, there's Transcendence. Let's slap that on him, like this. Let's get the super going. I'm going to jump over here. Hopefully he won't kill me too much. Yes, that's good. We get some of that on him again. Get him with the grenade. Grenade. Again, yes, there we are. Oh, and there we are. Well, that'll do bad. Did you see that then? Ideally, right, if you can do it like that, he's not going to last very long. I mean, you could 3-phase him doing that. And that Courageous Boss chap who I was watching, very good, very talented player. he did it in 2 phases here. And I'm thinking I want to kind of, you know, do more with this dungeon, because I like it, because I still haven't got the bloody exotic. Look over those arse pipes. I like the dungeon as well, which is good. I like the dungeon set in this kind. I like the setting. I like the snow. I like the castle. Right, 1, 2, careful. People shooting you up the jack. See there, the 3rd one there. Door should spring open. Let's go over here. Let's pop our things. Stick that down just for the sake of it. Get my choir 1 out. Level the ground. Lovely. It's really good flying from the hip, that. It really does take them all out. I can't see the second one. I don't think I'm going to have a chance. All right, 2 seconds. Never mind, let's pop my doodah. Let's get that going. Oh dear. I didn't do it quite right there. Never mind, eh? Let's get this out. Something's right on me here as well. You've got to be careful. They don't kill you with their... Yeah, he does stagger as well, which is quite nice. Ooh, it was a bit too brave there, but that's okay. So I think next one now, touch wood, should be it. So let's see. Let's go and... let's reload. Do we need to reload that as well? No, we're okay. Right, I'm going to stick with this. I don't think we've got any gits coming in yet, but oh my god, see that? He's devastated. Don't stay in his line of sight, wherever you do. You kill you to death. Okay, what have we got here? Got lurkers. Loads of lurkers. What, there, clogs. Guys in the middle. Corrupted raider. Kill him straight away. They're so annoying. And another ones. There we are, good. He'll unravel, which is nice. I think once you kill a certain amount of these gittage, then that's when he teleports you up. Do you know what I mean? Let's pop that again. There we are. Bit more. Should do it now. There we go. I can hear you pop that in. Okay. This is usually the make or break. 1, 2, 3. That was lucky. Pop the door open. Look for where we are, which is down here. Pop that. Pop that. Fire 1. And try and take it out. Okay, so let's see what happens here. I might be able to get both of them, see here, which is quite intriguing. I've done both. Yeah, that one's done. If I can just do both, we'll get... I don't think it's long enough, is it? Okay, let's get that on him, and then let's get that on him. Let's run away. And let's just get something little on him there, like this. There we go, he's done at last. Yes. And when I say at last, I mean at last for the fact that I've done it with the voiceover as I'm going. Bloody excellent. So, there we go, he's deaded. So now all we have to do is do the finishing puzzle here. So this is pretty easy once you know what you're doing. You look at this chap here, and that's his right arm. So that means clockwise. So we've got 2 markers for clockwise here, so that means 2 of them need to be spinning clockwise. So this is the first one. It starts off by going anti-clockwise. You shoot it to stop it, start it again. You bound to all know this. But, you know, it's handy to know if you're just coming back into it. So that's 1 going clockwise. And then this one will do clockwise as well. Stop it and start it. And there we are. That's clockwise too. So then the last 4 are anti-clockwise, which means we just need to shoot them once. So anti-clockwise on that one there. That's 3. That's 4. Anti-clockwise on this one out here. That's 5. And then the final 6th one is you've got to jump up to the ceiling. And we've got to waddle over here and drop down and shoot the 6th one to go clockwise as well. Anti-clockwise, I mean. Sorry, got confused then. Yes, that's right. Stop. Start again. No. Gone the wrong way. Stop. Anti-clockwise, please. There we go. And then we'll shoot the thing. Sorry about that. And that should open the gates for us. Perfecto. I seem to be getting a lot of armor these days. I've only had 3 Indebted Kindnesses. Well, the entire time I've ever done this. Let's have a little look. Oh, for God's sake, it's giving me boots all the time. It's incredibly annoying. But the first time you run this of a day, you're going to get a pinnacle drop, because I got a 2,000 power drop, because I'm still not. You see my gear still coming in at 1998 or whatever, but I got a 2,000 helmet. I got that to drop there, and I got something else as well. What did I have? Oh yes, I put it in my bold endings too. So once a day per character you'll get a pinnacle to drop. But remember, that's only because this dungeon is a pinnacle dungeon all the time. The newest dungeon stays a pinnacle dungeon for the entire time the Warlords Ruin. The new one that's coming in the Revenant DLC, or not DLC, you know, in the new episode, that will then become the pinnacle one, and this one will drop into the rotation pool. So once every, I don't know, so often, it'll be 5 or 6 are there. So every 6 weeks or so, then this will become pinnacle. So before Revenant drops, this is a good time to be farming this, not just for the Indebted Kindness, but also for the pinnacle as well. Let me know in the comments how you've done, and how in fact have you managed to solo this particular dungeon, because all I'm doing at the moment is just rerunning this first encounter and getting used to this build, which is very, very good. Like I say, a link to the build will be in the description. Go and give Courageous Boss a subscribe as well. It's a very good guide, and really did help me do this, and also broke me out of the mold of what I'm currently in as I'm playing. So, you know, it's polished me up and made me a bit of a better player, I think. Not much better, but a little bit better. Anyway, if you did like the vid, a like and subscribe would be utterly fantastic, and I shall see you again on the next vid. Thank you so much for watching. Sausage Hurt. Go away, Mildred.